Hey, this channel is called MTB Rookie. It's not for professionals, it's for weekend warriors, guys like me who just like to learn as you go along, get out on the weekends and have a bit of fun. And today I want to talk to you in this really windy conditions about how much of an impact your gear lever positions has on your riding position. This makes a big difference. Let's find the right position for you. Now, brakes have come a long way from the time when I was young. I used to have a little BMX when I was 8 years old, and the way I used to stop that BMX was literally to put my foot on the back of the tire. It would suck your foot in, and that would become the brake. My parents used to go nuts about it. But nowadays, you've got fantastic brake levers. You don't have to have full grips. One finger ought to do the trick. On these, I've got lovely Shimano 501 MTs, and the stopping power is pretty good. And what I want to show you is that the position of your arms make a big difference in how you're actually going to stop this bike. Look at this. You want to have a straight line between your finger and your arm as much as possible. If your brake lever is there, do you see what happens to the wrist? It's very uncomfortable. Likewise, if your brake levers are too high, you'll put pressure on your wrist this way. And I'll show you what it looks like in action in a moment when you ride. What you want as far as possible is for the majority of time, especially when you're riding aggressively, when you're standing up on the bike, to have a straight line to easily reach your brake levers. Let's have a look at this. Alright, so what you'll see is that currently I've got a very deep position for my brakes, and the reason is when I'm riding stood up, you see I've got the dropper post down there on the seat, and when you stood up, the position of my arms coming down makes it easy so that my arms is straight. Now, my trusty multi-tool here, let me adjust this and you can see what a difference it will make. In there, just undo, a couple of twists. Let me make it straight there to give you an idea. And this is actually how most mountain bikes come out of the shop, kind of with the brakes like that. And at first glance, it would seem that that should be the way it is. But now if I sit on the bike, you see my general natural arm position here. As soon as I extend my fingers, it's right underneath those brake levers. And when I want to stop suddenly, I've got to come across. And that is a problem. And especially when you stand up then into an aggressive riding position, now you've got crazy pressure on your wrists, and this is dangerous riding. The high brake levers causes great tension on the wrists and actually tries to force your body position backwards. It's just not comfortable at all. Alright, so although this looks like it could work, as you just seen there, the levers at this height forces your elbows down in your riding position. It's just not comfortable. So let's drop them and put them on the extreme side too low, just to give you an idea as to how that affects body position. So if I go across, there we go. And this time I'll drop them way too far, just to over exaggerate the concept, all the way down. Trusty multi-tool away. And what's going to happen now is that I have to come much further forward in order to get to those brakes. It's easy to get to the brakes with your fingers. That's brilliant, not a problem. But my actual riding position forces me over and across the front wheel, and that is a problem. Let me show you what that looks like when you ride it like that. The super low brake lever position actually encourages the body forward, but now you're hanging over the front wheel, and that's not great either. Alright, perhaps this side view is the best to just demonstrate what I've been talking about. Follow my fingers. Look at this. If my fingers are up, it drops my elbows. Now I know this is exaggerated, but it gives you an idea. Fingers up, elbows down, that's a poor riding position. Fingers down, straighten arms, better aggressive position. Especially when you're up, you're going downhill, you don't want to be in this position. Okay, so once you've got the correct position for your brake levers, the correct angle, it's also important for you to determine what's going to work for you in terms of the width of the bars. These brake levers, you can move in and out of course. That makes sense. And really you just want to have a position whereby you can easily get one finger on these stoppers. Now you will be amazed at the difference your cockpit makes to your overall riding position and your riding style. So do experiment, do change the angles, do bring it in and out till you've got that perfect width. I ride Renthal 800mm fat bars and I position this just right for me. And I hope you get your right position as well, so we can have fun bombing down the downhills. Time to go and do that right now. I'm your mountain bike rookie. Until next time, see you soon. Alright, so finding that magical sweet spot for you might take a bit of time and a little bit of experimentation, but do try. Readjust and adjust again. I filmed at this angle just to give you an idea. Look at the straight arms, straight wrists, easy access to those levers, and now going at speed, actually I've got a lot of control and a lot of confidence. It's important to do this and find your right position, as it will improve your riding and give you a better style. Anyway, have fun, keep on trying, and soon enough you'll find it works for you.